everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada, and you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. It's Wednesday night and I'm kind of switching things up a little bit. I've been talking about it, so same time this week, 6:30, but every Wednesday night I'm going to do a technique. So starting next week, I will be live Tuesday night or Tuesday at 2 o'clock Pacific with Sketch Challenge, Wednesday at 2 with a technique, and Thursday at 2 with a mystery challenge. So just a little bit of change is coming up in my live schedule. But tonight I'm here, and the technique I want to show you is mirroring. I say that's a hard word to say, mirroring. And so this is a technique where, do you ever have an image where you wish it was pointing in the opposite direction? Or maybe you want two images facing each other of the same image and there isn't a way to do that. So hello, I'm not sure who that is that just said hello, but hello. Don't forget to give StreamYard permission by going to streamyard.com/Facebook and giving permission so I can see who's commenting. So this is a way to be able to stamp and have the same image pointing towards each other, I guess. So I'm going to use a turtle from the Playing in the Rain, and instead of stamping two turtles that are facing I guess the same direction, this time I'm going to stamp them so they face each other. If that makes any sense at all. It's an easy technique to do. It's an old technique, and so I'm going to switch over. Hello, Marie. Oh, sunny in Alberta. It's sunny and warm here in British Columbia, here on the coast as well. Hey, Felicia. Okay, so let me switch over. So this is the Playing in the Rain bundle. It doesn't come in a bundle anymore, unfortunately. Bundle just means you get 10% off, but you can still get the stamp set, which is so cute, and the dies. And I'm going to use this little turtle creature here. Hey, Pam. Next week will be better for you, Pam, when I switched over to 2 o'clock Pacific. Okay, so we're going to use the turtle, and I'm going to stamp it so I have two turtles facing each other. Just kind of thought that might be cute on a card. All right, so I'm going to do a bright and cheery green card. So I've already stamped some clouds. I am using Parakeet Party. Just seemed bright and cheerful. And I've got it 5.5 by 8.5, and it's already scored. So I'm just going to give it a good burnish. I think I was telling everybody I went through a whole bunch of my kits and pulled out stamps or pulled out cardstock that had already been cut, and this was one of them. This is the gingham. No, maybe this isn't the gingham. This is the in color. Maybe it is the gingham. I don't know, but I pulled. It's either the gingham from the new catalog or it's the in color designer series paper. I think it's the gingham. So this is Parakeet Party. So I like this little checks. There we go. Okay, so now I've got a piece. So I got a piece of Mossy Meadow. Now, what did I cut this? Just so you know what I cut. So this Mossy Meadow is cut 3 1/8. Weird sizing, but this is kind of what 3 1/8 by 3 3/4. And then the basic white, which is kind of how I based it off what the size I would need to get two turtles on here, is 3.5 by 2 7/8. So I'm matting it basically. So here's what you do to get that mirror image. You need a silicone mat. Hey, Johanna, welcome. Okay, so you need a silicone mat. And I'm going to use Tuxedo Black Memento. I think it works the best. If you can use, I tried it with Early Espresso and it absolutely works just fine. But it is a little bit not quite as crisp. Okay, so I just want to stamp and see this turtle. Just need to see where to position. I haven't got my label on here. It probably would help. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to stamp one turtle facing this way, kind of just stamping him regular. And then I'm going to take and stamp my silicone mat. And now I'm hoping my turtle, this may not fit exactly, let's see. I may have to cut another piece, or I'll turn it over. So then I take my piece of white, basic white, and I lay it down. Kind of worked. I got my, and that's okay. I've got my flowers overlapping each other, but that's perfectly fine. I didn't do too badly, and it's stamped pretty well. There will be a difference in the how crisp that second image is because you're kind of pressing it in, but that's not too bad, and I can probably cover up a lot of that using my blends, because that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to color my turtle using the blends. So I'm using Mossy Meadow. This is the light Mossy Meadow. Not going to do an awful lot of blending here because really there's not a lot other than on his tummy to blend. So just kind of coloring his shell. What I really should have done is colored the other turtle the opposite. That would have looked really cute, but too late now. We'll have matching turtles. All right. So that's the shell. And then I've got, that's the dark, that's the light. So I'm going to just color, ooh, he's going to be a very almost neon turtle. Nice bright card. Yeah, so mirroring has been around for a long time. And you're right, Pam, we kind of forget about techniques that have been around a long time. And I learned to stamp on my own with a friend. And so I stamped long before I'd ever heard of Stampin' Up. In fact, I think I started stamping in the kind of late 80s. And what color have I got here? Light. And I didn't actually ever pick up a Stampin' Up or any Stampin' Up product until 2010. And I was immediately hooked. My whole reason, I used to go and I used to try and find a stamp for a Christmas card. And then I would go and find my cardstock that would, I thought would look nice. And then I'd try and find some patterned paper. And then I would try and find some ribbon that coordinated. And I could never find ribbon that coordinated. I always ended up with white ribbon because I couldn't coordinate. So when I saw Stampin' Up and how it all color coordinated, I was hooked. I stamped for, I think my first class was in August of 2010, and I signed up as a demonstrator in November 2010. I was hooked. There was no going back for me. So I've been stamping for a long time, and like I said, I really taught myself, and there wasn't YouTube back then, so I didn't really, learn some of the techniques. So some of these techniques are even new to me. All right. So like I said, I'm not doing much blending. I am going to go back in and use some of the dark Mossy Meadow. Sorry you guys are having to watch me do some coloring, but you can see I'm not really spending a ton of time doing the blending, but I will go in and just kind of add a little bit of dark of the Mossy Meadow just to kind of give him a little bit of depth to him. All right, and then I always go back with the the light over my lines just to kind of blend it a little bit. Okay, there's my turtles. Hello, welcome. So that's the way. Oh, I forgot to stamp or to color. So we've got our overlapping flowers, but that's okay. So I'm coloring these in Berry Burst. I love it that there are blends for all of the new colors and all of the in colors. Now I have 3 clouds, and I didn't want to leave them just white, so I kind of pulled out the Pool Party. This is light Pool Party, so I'm just going to give a little bit of Pool Party. I didn't want to make my clouds green, so I thought Pool Party might be the best color. Okay. All right, somebody just asked me, I think, how to get StreamYard working. I'm not sure. So this is the way to get it so I can see who's commenting. You go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give permission for Facebook or for StreamYard to share your name. If you're coming in through Facebook. If you're coming in through, well, one was going to be male. But they both ended up the same color, Felicia. So anyway, that's what they ended up. Okay, so I want to put some ribbon on, and I'm going to use this pretty ribbon. This is the Parakeet Party that comes in the ribbon combo with the petal pink. Right, let's get some scissors. Guess I could have put some lipstick on one of them. I don't know. I don't know what a female turtle looks like. Mine look the same. All right. So I'm going to tie a little bow. Perfect. Yes, I can see your name now, Joey. Perfect. All right. Always I use my tweezers and I turn my images upside down, and then I can control where the tails go. And pull that up. Okay, there we go. And I will probably use a glue dot to hold this kind of in place. I've got one bow that is bigger than the other. One's twisted. Oh well. There we go. Okay. So if it's a little loose, you can always use a glue dot on the back as well. But I'm just going to use a glue dot. I can find my... Oh, perfect. Yes, the tweezers are amazing. I really want Stampin' Up! To sell them separately, not just in the kit, because they are amazing. Stampin' Up! Has a suggestion box that demonstrators put ideas into, or suggestions, and that's one I've put in. Okay, so now I need to put a sentiment on here. And I was going to stamp "Oh Happy Day." Like that. I'm going to cut it out because I don't think I've got room for it. So I'm just going to kind of fussy cut around. You can use a punch or a die. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where I will put. Maybe I'll put it like that. And Maybe I'll go like that. Okay. We'll use dimensionals for our clouds. So we'll just put that cloud like that. And this one. Oops. No, I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way. Okay, then let's use dimensionals on this, because why not? Dimensionals can also help to keep your ribbon in place. All right, so I'm gonna, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put them over to the one side, so I've got room to put my Oh Happy Day on this side. I'll get that straight. Doesn't look very straight to me. Bad. Okay. Well, that doesn't look. That looks even more less straight. There we go. Okay. And then let's just put that like that. And then the last thing for the front of the card. These are the new. I don't know what colors these are. They're pearls. They're really pretty pearls. So there's kind of a red, but there's some that kind of look like they are either Granny Apple Green Parakeet Party or Lemon Lime Twist. And they all, there's my, going back to my coordination, they all coordinate together. So it makes it easy to use them. Now, I think I have a piece of basic white that I cut 4 inches by 5 1/4. And this piece is one that I cut off the designer series paper. So I'm going to just use it for the bottom of the card, the inside of the card. There we go. Get it straight. Thank you, Pam. He's cute. So it's fun to pull out some of these older techniques. If you have ideas of techniques that you would like to see, send me an email or leave a comment so that I can put them on my list, and then I've got lots of things to show you on my Wednesday night technique. So I'm always looking for ideas, and so if you guys have ideas of techniques you'd like to see, that helps me a lot. Just leave a comment or send me an email, send me a message on Facebook. Any of the above will work. All right, so that is the mirroring technique. Try it out. Share your cards on my Facebook group. I'd love to see your creations and how your mirroring technique turns out. Tomorrow I will be live with a color challenge for you. So at about 9:15 in the morning, I think that's the time, the colors are going live. And so grab your colors, grab your supplies, and come make a card with me, and we will use a color challenge. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Hope you have a great evening. Happy stamping.